So hey, what's up guys, Box here and welcome back to the second episode of our MotoGP 2020 career mode. Now this is the MotoGP 2020 season mod for MotoGP 19, so yeah, make sure you go ahead and download this mod from Race Department if you are enjoying it and you have MotoGP on the PC. But for now, let's take a look at the standings. We got 8th place, which is pretty good. Rins is leading the championship. For Suzuki, I doubt that's going to last. I imagine Marquez and Dovizioso will bounce back here at Argentina. Now, usually, I do pretty well around here at Argentina, so hopefully we can get a good result. Probably one of the better results of the season, but let's see how we get on then. Let's head down to the track then this time, because I know I need to get this bike upgraded. Ooh. I'm going to do free practice 1 as well and do some development tests, and then we'll get to qualifying, hopefully straight into Q2, and then we will head down for the race at the Argentine Grand Prix. So let's see how we get on then in the first session. So this is the first time I think I've seen Zarco out on track on his Avintia. He's over at Ducati, of course. We're going to get the job done on him and finish the rest of this lap. So in the end, we beat the test. We do a 38.1, I think it was. So hopefully, if we take a look, that should be enough to get us through into Q2 as well, if we're lucky. But let's go ahead and let's take a look. Let's weekend management, head into qualifying and see how we get on. So we did go fastest overall in that practice session, but it all depends about FP2, FP3, and by the sounds of the commentator, we are straight into Q2. I will take that. We ended up fastest overall, so that's pretty good. The AI aren't that good round here, or I'm a bit better than the AI, so we might actually be on for a podium, which would be good. Realistic as well, I guess, with this bike. Obviously, we've seen how Quartararo has been able to challenge in the front, even from early on in the season. But I'm wondering why. Oh no, there you go. Everyone's switching to soft tyres now. Right, I'm going to go out right at the end of the session. Flying lap. Heading out on track. Looking forward to this one. We've obviously changed our number to number 14 for this 2020 career mode. And we've got gloves and boots to match, and then a helmet to match the team. So I will make a more personalised helmet for if we leave this team, but I thought this one suited the bike and the team nicely for at least this season. But anyway, see what sort of lap time we have to beat by, I think it was Dovizioso in this opening qualifying. No, it's Rins again, 38.5 on that Suzuki. So we went quicker than that in practice, so in theory we could be on for pole position here if our practice time is anything to go off of. So let's see what the rest of this lap is. Let's see if we can hook it together for another nice one, or whether the track conditions have changed and it will cause us to lose a bit of time. But no, look at that, half a second immediately underneath of Rins' time. Come out the final corner then. Second underneath the time, 37.5. We're on fire here at Argentina. Much better pace than we had at Qatar, but I usually find that with this game that Qatar is more representative of the rest of the season, and Argentina is either I'm pretty good at it, or the AI are pretty weak at it. But it is one of my favourite tracks actually, so it's always a good race as well in the real life Grand Prix. So it's always a good race to go to, and I enjoy the track as well. Nice and short as well, easy to learn. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for medium, hard on the rear, let's say. And we're going to go down to track. Take a look at Valentino then. So we are P1, of course. DOVI's gone for the exact same tyre setup, and I expect him to come flying up the inside at turn 1. But here we are on our brand new Petronas Yamaha. I'm waiting for the mod to be updated for the latest liveries, so hopefully the mod creator does that, because we'd have a brand new Suzuki right there next to us. But let's go, come on. Oh, pop a little wheelie. Marquez comes through on us. Not the best of starts from the Yamaha. The Yamaha is not the best at starting. as we saw at Qatar. Valentino, even on the factory Yamaha, went from 1st to like 8th in one corner. But we recover nicely. Valentino's through. And is that Zarco pushing us wide on the Avintia? We're going to get him straight back. And underneath Petrucci, or is that DOVI? I don't know who that is. I completely nerfed out. Don't know where he went actually. But Rossi's making his way up the grid. Rins has dropped down the order a bit. We're picking up his slipstream. Not that late on the brakes. And there is Binder in 5th on that KTM. Ooh, we got a Pramac coming up our inside. And it's Marquez that leads from Jack Miller. Jack Miller always does well around here as well. So there's Binder. Obviously new rider in 2020. The factory KTM team. So if we can clear Brad Binder, get on the back of Espargaro and then onto the back of the front 4, that would be good. Ooh, clipped Espargaro a little bit and now we're out wide at turn 9. Binder comes back at us, Rookie's battling it out. Oh, a slip from the rear and Binder goes through. Benaya's now challenging us. He'll be in his 2nd season of the MotoGP class. Ooh, his 2nd season with Pramac and Ducati. He's definitely one for the future. And here comes Binder, and it is Marquez. I assume it's Alex Marquez who's at the back. Yeah, Marquez is in leading and says the fast lap of the race. So I've fallen back a little bit, and Benaya going out wide there. He was desperate to beat us on the brakes, but if you'd go later, you will go flying up the field. So the 2 factory Ducatis in 11th and 12th. And Vinales is in there. DOVI's fighting his way up through the grid. Nakagami's hit the deck. We're going to get the run on Brad Binder again. Going through. And now we've got a run on Espargaro as well on the Aprilia. Never seen the Yamaha move so quick. Let's see if we can get him up the inside. Oh, Binder's coming through. Brad Binder. Rookie versus rookie. Myself versus Binder. Get under him. Show him who's boss. Rookies do battle. Espargaro got caught on the outside there. We stood him up. That is dirty, that. Vinales is throwing Crutchlow, and Crutchlow only in P10, but DOVI's fighting his way up through the grid. He's in P6 already. He's right behind us. How is he going so quick? He's going to be on the back of us in no time. Yep, there he is. So Rookie's doing battle on the opening 2 laps. But I think we should have cleared them for now. Going to close the door. Oh, no, I'm not. DOVI's there. But I am going to close the door. I'm going to show him who's boss. Rins, fastest lap of the race. P3. We've got Valentino, the guy that Quartararo will be replacing at Yamaha next season. But it's unknown as to what Rossi's future is going to be like in the MotoGP class. Ho, Dovizioso. Maybe we could be a little bit clever here. Hook up onto the back of DOVI and he can tow us up to this pack. That might not be a bad shout. We've got to gamble on the fact that he has the pace to do it, because right now he's backed right off. Let's see if we've got the confidence to break this gap. No one seems to be able to touch Marquez. He's just that far enough ahead to not be under any pressure. He can just do what he wants up front, and we need to do something about that. Oh, DOVI! Bloody nutcase. He's still there. He's just very late on the brakes. And I've gone wide at turn 9. 1.7 is the gap to Valentino. Maybe I need to let DOVI go through. Go, DOVI, go! I didn't intentionally let him through. I just left the door open. We get him back. Well, I'm going to go right to the outside and bring it back in. He can come through. We've got a nice little line here. Right, let's see if we can follow Dovizioso through. We're gambling. I think he does have the pace, really. I'm just going to sit him behind him. not go for any overtakes and just pray he can get the job done, and if not, we'll have to go for an overtake on the last lap or something. Risky strategy, but could work in our favour. It's all about making the tyres last. Luckily we've got a hard in the rear, so we should be alright from the rear. It's just the medium in the front, but again, that should last. We're in a slipstream. Late on the brakes with him, but he's a bit later. See, we're not close enough to be able to challenge for an overtake. Look, just out of here, that Duke just goes. It just goes. It flies like a rocket out the corners. Come on, Dovizioso. He is bridging the gap, to be fair. Oh no, turn 11. He is bridging the gap. And he's going quicker than us. And he's going to be on the back of Rins in no time. 1 lap to close that gap from Dovizioso. Oh, 37.4 from Dovi. We do 38.1. So he's bridged 0.6 of a second over us on that lap. It's closed right in on these guys. So we haven't got quite the pace that I thought I'd have to be able to go with Dovi. We're on the last lap and a bit. So you just don't have the grip now. The tyres just that little bit worn. A second is the gap. Come on. Let's see if we can at least get Rins. Dovi's a monster on the brakes. Look at that. Look the inside of the Suzuki, man. And he's going to put the power down and he's just going to go. Coming around the final corner then. 38.4 again, 1.2 seconds. I don't think it's a bad lap time. It's just not enough to bridge this gap. But Dovi's able to. Given his experience, his quality of his bike as well helps. Just can't go with him, but we know what we need to aim for. Look at him. He's all over them. Fastest man on the track, probably frustrated. But we're on our final lap now. We're closing in. Picking up what little slipstream we can off of Dovizioso. Closing on the brakes actually. This is the closest we've been all race. As long as we can put the power down again, we might be able to do something good into the final corner. Come on, let's not give up now. Not lose hope. Come on, bike, grip up. On the brakes, late as possible. Oh, that is too late. That is too late. That is way too late. But the cutback sort of worked a little bit through there. Oh, look at this. I'm getting excited for the final corner. It's going to be nice and open at the final corner. No, it's not, because I can't do turn 11. No! They're getting away. Look at the rear squirming. No one takes anyone out of the final corner. Oh, Rins and Dovi doing battle at the final corner. Unfortunately, Dovi's on the outside, and it's going to be Rins that beats Dovi. Ooh, that's a nice little interesting result there, but we didn't get fastest lap of the race. And we were lapping on pace with Marquez, Miller, Rossi and Rins. Dovi was just in a world of his own, second quicker over that lap. Crazy stuff from the Italian. But that should spice up the championship a little bit as Marquez now draws level with Alex Rins. Jack Miller's just 2 points off, so a fantastic start for him. We climb up past Mir and we are 20 points off of Marquez. But as you can see in the bottom right, our objective's the top 15, so we're well within that. So we should be on for a good season. And Suzuki still lead over Yamaha, hey? Oh, I didn't realise they were that close. But that's been it for today's video. I hope you really have enjoyed this episode. If you haven't, smash the like button, share it around for your friends, and do not forget to subscribe for more if you're excited for the rest of this series. So I'll see you guys in the next one.